Hello everyone and welcome back for another lesson with A Course in Miracles. And today's lesson is 146. We're still in our review period. We're reviewing two lessons, which are lessons 131 and 132 today. We're doing, as always, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening. We're opening our minds using this statement: my mind holds only what I think with God. Keep that in your mind for that 5 minutes until your mind is really to a place of knowing that truth. Then allow the two lessons to unfold. Those two lessons are: no one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. No one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. And that is what we're seeking today. We are seeking the truth. So open your mind to the openness to beyond all things in the outer world and only to the inner world, and seek there for the truth, for the answers. Then the second message is 132, and that is: I lose the world from all I thought it was. I lose the world from all I thought it was. So that again tallies in with the first lesson, and we're again removing the outer world. We're searching for truth. We're removing the outer world. We lose it all. We let it go, we let it go, we let it go. And we go into almost like an abyss, a place of deep, deep knowingness. It's like we're mining for that diamond. We're going really in deep to find this diamond inside, which is there. It's never moved. It's there. It's whole. It's joyous. It's peaceful. It's all of those things. And it's waiting. It's just waiting for us to unravel it, unfold. And when we do, that's it. That light is going to dawn and it's not going to go back. So those are our two lessons today. And remember, on the hour, every hour, give it a minute or so just to remind yourself that this is what you're doing today. You're seeking the truth and you're losing the outer world. That's our practice today and our two lessons. I also just wanted to read something from the text in A Course in Miracles, just to bring more concrete, I guess, understanding of this truth that we're seeking, because I found a beautiful section in chapter 25 of the text on page 518 of this book here, A Course in Miracles combined volume, because I know there are a lot of different volumes out there, so this is the one I'm working from. And I'm just going to read this today just to add another level to today's lesson. So here we go. And it's the heading is The Link of Truth to Truth. It cannot be that it is hard to go back. It cannot be that it is hard to do the task that Christ appointed you to do, since it is He who does it. And in the doing of it will you learn the body merely seems to be the means to do it. For the mind is His, and so must be yours. His holiness directs the body through the mind at one with Him, and you are manifest unto your holy brother as He to you. Here is the meeting of the Holy Christ unto Himself, nor any differences perceived to stand between the aspects of His holiness, which meet and join and raise Him to His Father, whole and pure and worthy of His everlasting love. How can you manifest the Christ in you except to look on holiness and see Him there? Perception tells you you are manifest in what you see. Behold the body and you will believe that you are there. And every body that you look upon reminds you of yourself, your sinfulness, your evil, and above all, your death. And would you not despise the one who tells you this, and seek his death instead? The message and the messenger are one, and you must see your brothers as yourself. Framed in his body, you will see your sinfulness, wherein you stand condemned. Set in his holiness, the Christ in him proclaims himself as you. Perception is a choice of what you want yourself to be, the world you want to live in, and the state in which you think your mind will be content and satisfied. It chooses where you think your safety lies, at your decision. It reveals yourself to you as you would have you be, and always is it faithful to your purpose, from which it never separates, nor gives the slightest witness unto anything the purpose in your mind upholdeth not. Perception is a part of what it is your purpose to behold, for means and end are never separate, and thus you learn what seems to have a life apart has none. You are the means for God, not separate, nor with a life apart from his. His life is manifest in you, who are his son. Each aspect of himself is framed in holiness, and perfect purity in love, celestial and so complete it wishes only that it may release all that it looks upon unto itself. Its radiance shines through each body that it looks upon and brushes all its darkness into light merely by looking past it to the light. The veil is lifted through its gentleness, and nothing hides the face of Christ from its beholders. You and your brother stand before him now, to let him draw aside the veil that seems to keep you separate and apart. Since you believe that you are separate, heaven presents itself to you as separate too. Not that it is in truth, but that the link that has been given you to join the truth may reach to you through what you understand. Father and Son and Holy Spirit are as one, as all your brothers join as one in truth. Christ and his Father never have been separate, and Christ abides within your understanding in the part of you that shares his Father's will. The Holy Spirit links the other part, the tiny mad desire to be separate, different and special, to the Christ to make the oneness clear to what is really one. In this world, this is not understood, but can be taught. The Holy Spirit serves Christ's purpose in your mind so that the aim of specialness can be corrected where the error lies. Because his purpose still is one with both the Father and the Son, he knows the will of God and what you really will. But this is understood by mind perceived as one, aware that it is one and so experienced. It is the Holy Spirit's function to teach you how this oneness is experienced, what you must do with it, do that it can be experienced, and where you should go to do it. All this takes note of time and place as if there were discrete, for while you think that part of you is separate, the concept of a oneness joined as one is meaningless. It is apparent that a mind so split could never be the teacher of a oneness which unites all things within itself, and so what is within his mind, this mind, and does unite all things together, must be its teacher. Yet must it use the language that this mind can understand in the condition in which it thinks it is, and it must use all learning to transfer illusions to the truth, taking all false ideas of what you are and leading you beyond them to the truth that is beyond them. All this can very simply be reduced to this: what is the same cannot be different, and what is one cannot have separate parts. So I just wanted to share that excerpt out of the text. I think it really brings home what the Course is trying to get us to do. You know, it's very hard to understand with the mind because it's saying there that the mind is one, it's our perception. As long as we see the world as separate, as individual parts, we're not really understanding the truth of who we are, because we're all one, and that is the huge message to really grasp. How can you look at somebody and think they are you as well? You know, and until you do, until you see the world around you as within you, everything is going to be backwards in the way you see the world. And it's going to be sort of coming at a place of like attack, when really it's not. Nothing is attacking you. Anything outside of you that feels like an attack is a learning for you to come back home to yourself. So if you're triggered by somebody, or if something in the world is upsetting you, it's for you to change within you. That is what this is all about. You know, it's the truth is something that is so tricky to wrap the mind around, because the mind currently is operating from an external vision. That's where it keeps projecting. It keeps projecting and internalizing the external. So until we stop internalizing the external and come from the internal, our lives are going to be upside down. So our seeking today in this lesson is to seek that truth from within. Change your perception, change it. So take 5 minutes today, really deeply, close your eyes, go to that mind of oneness that is you, that will sort of almost hoover in, like a vacuum, hoover in the outside world within you, so that you can then know that deeper truth within you and how that unfolds. Only you will know when you have reached that point, that diamond inside. So that's today's practice. I hope this excerpt helped you just to get a deeper understanding, because there is so much in this wonderful course, and it is a lot to take in for the mind. It is. I do get that, you read these things and it's like, wow, this is so much to take in. But in just listening to the words and getting that just base understanding, it's working. It's slowly working towards helping you get to that truth inside. So every day that you're doing these practices, you're doing amazing work. You really are. So I'm so proud that you're here, working through it, and together, we're going to come to that wonderful place. So stick with it, really keep going, and have a wonderful practice today. I will see you again soon. Bye.